Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over a new feature that Niantic has introduced for party play. This is something I don't personally do too often, but with this new feature, it makes it pretty interesting, and I don't know, we'll see in the future. I just personally don't play with too many people. If I was at an event, sure, I'll hop in a party. Hit me up with that invite. We're going to do a side-by-side test, my account with my son's account, to see the interaction and just how quick it is to respond when you do use an item. So what's going on here is you're going to be able to item share. So if you use an incent, you're going to have the other people in your party able to have the incent as well. So the unfortunate part is there is going to be a little bit of a caveat, and that is going to be that it is going to half the time for every item you use. So an incent lasts 1 hour as of now. So it's going to be 30 minutes for each player, including the person using it. And then say you use an incense, 30 minutes. So it is going to be down to 15 minutes for each person, including yourself too. Is that a little bit of a ripoff? I'm not going to really harp on that too much. I'm just going to say, you know, it's pretty interesting that they're taking this step where you're actually able to share items like this. Now we'll talk more about it. So we'll start this video. Again, it's going to be me and my son's account side by side. And we're just going to do a few tests, including using Dialga's Roar of Time so you can see whose things are going to stop. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this video right about now. Alrighty, so let's have a little fun. So yeah, that shiny Shadow Sharpedo, ooh, it looks really clean, almost a Shundo. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and create a party here. I've done this probably a couple of times, and every time I've done it, it's only been with my son's account. Okay, so I haven't even gotten through any of the tasks, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, join, and we're going to be looking good. Now, I'm personally going to be using some of these items, and then later I'm going to have my son's account using Incent. And I mean, it's already going to be all obvious as to what's going to happen, but we're going to talk about a few things too that you may have concerns about, like community day. What if we're going to get an extra time for whatever the case may be? Is it going to take effect for that? I do not know. But the thing is, here's that. Do they ever say, well, your thing's going to last longer? For some events, they may allow your lure modules to last longer, but as far as the items are concerned, I'm not too sure how that's going to happen when it comes down to these particular events. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on. So what you're going to do is you will see that icon there, you tap on it, and then you're going to go ahead and pick your item here. You can go in increments of 4, okay? And the parties are going to last up to 3 hours when you start a party. Now, if you're kind of idle, it will ask you to rejoin. So there is that if you're not constantly looking at it. I felt like they were only lasting an hour before. 3 hours now, okay. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. But nonetheless, your party will last 3 hours, and you can do increments of 4 for each item. Now, of course, for the incense, when you do the increments, they're going to be longer because it's an hour. So you're going to get, so if you use 2, you're going to get an hour. If you use 4, you're going to get 2 hours. So keep that in mind, right? But yeah, it is going to be halved for the time for both of you. Again, I don't really care about that too much. Personally, I don't even know if I join a party, I'll be more than happy to, stack everybody up with some items. And I was just trying to activate my son's auto catcher because there was a bunch of Pokemon I didn't really feel like hand catching them, but I do. So I don't waste my star piece. Might as well just get a little use out of it. So just don't mind that. I just wanted to keep them sync here. But hopefully in the future, we can see something where we're actually able to give them any kind of an item, or at least a good variety of different items. Maybe even a trade screen for items, or maybe even put an item on a Pokemon that can be given to another person through a trade, kind of like in the main series games. All right, so you want to see what happens when you use Dialga's Roar of Time. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I was like kind of spaced out, like, oh yeah, I'm not trying to power it up. Not buying a secondary move all the way at the bottom. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to do 1 increment because I'm not trying to waste all these candies of Stardust because I'm not even really going to be messing around with this. And as you would suspect, it is not going to stop your other players' times just for you. Now, if you were to use the Roar of Time after receiving these items from another player while in a party, not the one who initiated the items or gave them, but you received them, I'm pretty sure that you can stop them too with Roar of Time. That is something I didn't check because my son, he didn't play during the Go Fest and all that stuff to get any of these like special moves and stuff like that. But pretty interesting. Again, I don't really do party play too much, but this is, I guess, welcome. I already know some people are going to find something to say, I don't know what to personally say about it. Like, what's the negative part about it? I mean, that they cut it in half. I mean, if you had a full party of 4, everybody's getting a piece of the item. You use a star piece, everybody's getting 15 minutes. You use 2, everybody gets 30 minutes. You use a lucky egg, everybody gets it. And that's pretty cool. I'm sorry. I think this is a neat feature. I know they're dropping the ball. Whole thing with Lugia, banning people for doing too many grunts, and then unbanning them, giving everybody a scare. I don't even know if everybody even got unbanned who was wrongfully banned. But yeah. So if you haven't heard, yes, that Lugia, so when it gets enraged, it just was unbeatable, no matter what. Apparently now they're going to just take off enraged. So hopefully that's for everybody, making it that much easier to take out this Shadow Lugia and just do that many more. Athena's over here kicking my mic. Yeah, you having fun over there kicking my mic? All right, so on my son's account, we're just gonna go ahead and use an Incent. And as you see, it activates pretty much, right away. So there's really nothing to worry about there. I mean, it's really nothing to worry about in general here. And there you go. I think it might be off by like a second or so. So yeah, it's pretty responsive. But there you have it, folks. Got a few more minutes of this gameplay to show you, but pretty neat feature, I'd have to say. Now, when it comes down to these bans, again, they are going around, they're unbanning a lot of the people who did wrongfully get suspended. I wouldn't say banned, suspended for a certain amount of time for doing too many rocket grunts. We already been over this in my last video. Kind of crazy that they actually will allow these kind of errors to happen. But, I guess they corrected it by going back. But then the Lugia, these guys just can't catch a break, It's not even, they can't catch a break. They just can't give us a break. Okay, how about that? But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to say Lugia not getting enraged, it's kind of better for you, right? It's a little better, making it easier. You don't have to waste your gems, or whatever they're called, the purified gems. And, well, it's going to be a lot easier to take out. You're going to do it with less people, let's be honest. All right, folks. So, again, if we can trade regular items, that'd be great. That'd be really nice. I have a feeling we'll get that in the future eventually, when they start running out of ideas. Or maybe they just have a whole checklist of things that they are going to introduce slowly over time. And they have dates like up until I don't want to get crazy with this, but like up until like 2030 and 2029, 2028, 2026 and so on. And they have all these different things that they want to implement throughout these different years. And we're just simply gonna have to wait because this is somewhat of a forever game. And if you don't think it's not, I mean, sure, numbers could dwindle, but at the end of the day, it's Pokemon Go, and in the inner cities, nothing's stopping. But anyways, there you go. And it also shows who's has activated what for the party down at the bottom there. For whatever reason, my picture's not showing up, but okay, whatever, no problem. But there you have it, folks. Sharing items, pretty neat little feature that they've added. And I'm gonna have to say, this is a W. But again, it's like damn Bitcoin chart right now. It's just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Can we just go up and up and up and up and up and up, please? Can we just go to the moon? All right. And then I pull out, and then you go and do what you can, drop all you want. All right. Anyway, there you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.